Hey, it's Dean Mico for Edge 7 Financial. We're here at the Property Buyer Expo after the first day, the Friday of our long weekend here in Sydney. It's October 2016. And I thought we've had an amazing day, but I thought today I would share some information on how to get rich in Australia. I spend a lot of time as a financial planner advising clients from all walks of life, be it high net worth individuals down to those who are just trying to do their best. And in doing so, and in looking at this subject and doing it for many years, I've realised that there is some building blocks to wealth that those who are the high net wealth, those who are comfortable in retirement, have put in place in order to have a comfortable retirement and to get rich in this beautiful country of Australia. So today I thought I'd run through those building blocks so that you can see perhaps some areas in your life that you're doing very well, and perhaps some areas that you might need to work on for your future. So let's get into it. The first building block on the way to get rich in Australia is to own residential property. All people who are rich own their own home, and many of them have gotten wealthy by owning investment properties as well. It's a great pathway to wealth in Australia. On top of that, those people who are rich in Australia have looked to maximise their superannuation and often set up a self-managed super fund to do so that they can control their investments and maximise their investment return through superannuation. And why not invest? It's your money. Our employers have to put 9.5% of our money into super, so why not make the most of it? And those who are rich do exactly that. The next building block into wealth is to take care of your debts, to pay down your debts. And those who are rich in Australia typically don't have any significant mortgage debt or debt attached to their name beyond about the age of 50. The next building block in getting rich in Australia is to have the right insurance cover in place. And it might be a bit of a boring topic, but it really should be seen as a cost of doing business to get rich in Australia. And I've got some stats for you. There's 4 conditions that 90% of people, 9 out of every 10 people watching this video, myself included, are likely to suffer from in their lifetime. So unfortunately, 9 out of 10 people are going to suffer from either a heart attack, cancer, stroke, or diabetes. And one of these 4 conditions can either take us out of the workplace for a period of time, or in a worst case scenario, end our life. So if there's a 90% chance that something was to go wrong, in worst case your life's going to end, or at least it's going to take you out of the workforce for a while, wouldn't it be worth insuring against so that you can replace that lost income and so that your family can still achieve those financial goals and be rich in Australia, even if the worst case scenario was to happen? Now, many Australians who have gotten rich in Australia have also diversified into the share market, and the share market is just a little bit of your asset base in the whole total scheme of things. And the reason for that is that the share market, or shares, are about triple as volatile as property. So the idea being that we want to put $3 in property for all our investment money and a maximum of $1 out of every 4 investment dollars into shares. So 1 part shares, 3 parts property makes up your 4 parts in total. And in doing so, investing in the high quality share market businesses, you can do very well. And it's a high growth asset for a part of your money. Now, those who have gotten rich in Australia are very good with budgeting. They've understood how to trap surplus income as they've earned it over the years. And with that surplus income, they either use it to pay down debt and or put that money into income generating assets such as property or shares. Tax minimisation is an important one, particularly once you own your own home. And those who have gotten rich are looking to minimise their tax at every stage. There's some amazing tax strategies courtesy of our government that give us a structure called superannuation. And superannuation allows us to minimise our tax, put more into our superannuation balances, boost our income in retirement and our superannuation balance so that we can have that great lifestyle in retirement. And lastly, it's good to tick off that estate planning, have a will in place and perhaps power of attorney to protect your family, so that if that worst case scenario was to happen, that your assets go to your beneficiaries, people that you would choose, rather than having someone decide for you. And if you can put each of those building blocks in place, those 8 building blocks, you can be on the way to a wonderful retirement, and the best possible retirement for your circumstances. So I hope this has been beneficial. I hope you can see some areas in your life that you're doing really well, and some areas that might need some attention. And just to summarise, if you want to get rich in Australia, own your own property, buy investment properties as well, maximise superannuation, minimise your debts as soon as possible, have the right insurance cover in place to protect yourself and your family, diversify a little bit into the share market, stick to a budget and trap that surplus income, and then grow that income and grow that wealth base, minimise your tax as much as possible, and have those estate planning goals ticked off so that you have a will in place to protect yourself and your family as well. And if you can do that, you're on track to a wonderful retirement. From the Property Buyers Expo, October 2016, I wish you all the best for your life and a comfortable retirement. I hope that you get rich in Australia.